right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. This is ahead for about 5. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on the opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Nakua here. He's got it. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. Going after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Sampson. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. It's Sampson running out of the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. Offense in the hurry up here. Play action, McCarthy. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Vikings, first down. First and 10.
A handoff here to Sampson. And he's not going to to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. On play action now, McCarthy. Connection made to the rookie from Washington. And he's taken down at the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
1st down, here's Sampson. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here.
4 yards. Joey Porter Jr. on the tackle.
2nd down carry for Sampson. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings break the tie here in the 1st. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Finds his running back. This is Bashal Tutin. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Dropping back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Into the hands of his running back, Tutin. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Tutin gets it from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Pass play coming here. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers tie things up at 14.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Fits it through the middle. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Vikings, first down.
This has the makings of a shootout. A lot of points, but still tied as we reach the end of one. We're all knotted up at 14. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at first down here. Hand off to Sampson. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Forced out to his right. Sends this to the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a second quarter lead. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. He throws a bullet deep to the right side, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Have it as he reports his 7th interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to pull it up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll give to Sampson here up the middle. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
To the air on 3rd and long. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Sampson from the pistol. It's inside the 10. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Kid, I don't think this defense is feeling a whole lot of relief, but I'll tell you this. You saved a touchdown for now, and now you got to recover and find a way to hold them out of the end zone.
Sampson will take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense. And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
That's complete Naku on the left side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Vikings into the nickel for this 3rd down play. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Down the field, he's got Lamb. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
First down, Steelers.
Sticking to the air here. Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. They're throwing it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Time for plenty of scoring already. We have reached the 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More coming your way from US Bank Stadium after this. Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
Let's go. 18.
He's dropping back to throw. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Ready. Come back, team. 7 Pirates. Ready, go.
From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18, Hawk 60, 79, 60 Bobcat, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Mustang 9, Panther 11, Panther 11, 19 tight.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short. Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Sampson. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
It's Sampson on the carry. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
The Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A toss here to Sampson. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Sampson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 39.
Running right with Sampson. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Here comes Sampson. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Flush down out to his left. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
And they had this one well contained. So there's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. Will Reichert now to try the Vikings field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. Reichert connects there. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
This play's a design run. And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Steelers have a 1st down. One play in blocking his drive is already in enemy territory. To the air now on 1st and 10. And has another one. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
It's a gain of 24 yards.
Here we go.
And the Steelers
60,
first down.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcats, 60, Mustang 19.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Completed to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Throwing it again here. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Offense to the line fast. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Steelers 24.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35.
35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Sampson. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a 29-yard gain. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. We've set it downs from 37.
At the 37-yard line.
On the carry, it's Sampson. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a 13-point lead. Reichard on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10.
Panthers scoring 70.
Airing it out to start this drive. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Steelers have a 1st down. Looking to throw here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. He's going to throw it again. That's over the middle and money to Nakua. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. And goes to the hurry up here. From the red zone on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
They are throwing it again. That's dropped underneath. Tootin. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Steelers 31.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
So when Reed, they'll give it to Simpson. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 13-point lead.
That explosive run, this guy's right up on the edge of 200 yards, Kate. And with his body of work, it could only take one more carry to cross that mark and suddenly become a very intriguing subplot for the rest of this game. Can he get to 200 plus? We'll get to watch.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
18 Cardinals, 60 Bobcats, 70 Red.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Defender arrives right right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Third and long for him here. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He's got it inside the 10. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter.
18 runs, 72 conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Nothing doing on that two-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
Maybe a little armchair quarterback after that call. It's like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
First down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. The handoff here to Sampson. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. It's Sampson running out of the gun. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Here we go, sack. Pack the 60.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Trying the right side. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, that's why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
2nd down carry for Sampson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. They'll air it out on 3rd. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
1st down, here's Sampson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying the left side with Sampson. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. They give to Sampson here up the middle. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
Best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters. These are the moments they live for.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers with some very good field positions. They get set, 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Hits his running back. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
He's going to throw this one. It is caught left side. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. To the line and sets. Here we go, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
7 Pirates, Warriors, 70.
Back to throw. On the move, headed right. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10.
19 side, Buffalo 80. Go.
Sticking to the air here. He connects with his back deep down the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They kick the running back in motion. Pass play now. And he's got it. That gets him 2 and puts them within a field goal here late. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Sampson from the pistol. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Hand off to Sampson. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Another carry for him. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Back to the well again. And he takes it down to the 33. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's not going to get anything, as that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
A toss here to Sampson. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Finds him over the middle. Looked great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. It's Sampson on the carry. They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the 1st and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
First call here coming from the shotgun. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Dragon 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw it. Buying some time right. Completed to his running back. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. A gain of 15 there. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
And the Steelers first down.
19 Lions. 79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Here he is to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Setting up to pass. Nakua nabs this one along the sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either.
A gain of 11. First down, Steelers.
Back to throw. He rolls to his right. Nakua's got it again. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Come on. 7 Pirates!
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing it again here. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. This one intended for the running back. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
Ready?
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
79 Broncos.
It's a gain of 10.
Let's go now.
First down,
18
Pittsburgh.
Cox. 70 Panther 11. Panther 11. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready?
Working inside the red zone. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead.
Dixon set to kick off.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. So no return this time. This is going to go for a touchback, Brock. Let's see what they do with this final snap.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Tight. 70 range. Cougar 19. Mustang 19. Ready?
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Trying to push deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And it's stopped. What an ending we almost just witnessed. But they got to him before he could reach that end zone. This game's over. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end.